Cannot stand idly by while you make the biggest mistake any man can make. Getting married.
It has been years since the season finale hit our screens, but some of us can't help but be attached to the cast of How I Met Your Mother. From Ted, who we all just wanted to see get married and know the mother after his multiple failed relationships, and Barney, whom we saw go from playboy to a lover boy and then back to playboy, to Lily, who was crazy fun till motherhood calmed her down. All in all, the gang was amazing, and they sure made the show worth the watch. After the show, they all got into different projects, and although it's over, we still want to keep up with the cast and know what they're up to lately. Today, we're going to update you with the latest on the How I Met Your Mother cast. First on is Josh Radnor, who plays the role of Ted Mosby. He started as an architect who is in search of his perfect match in New York City. While in the show, Josh worked on several other acting projects, including writing and directing his own work in the drama Happy Thank You More Please, voicing a couple of episodes of Family Guy, appearing in movies like Afternoon Delight and Liberal Arts, and also appearing in the theater production of The Graduate and The Paris Letter. After the show ended, he continued with his career and focused mostly on TV and theater, and I must say, his career has taken a different direction for good. He went back to the theater through 2014 and 2015, but in 2016, he went back to the big screen and has starred in a couple of movies including The Seeker, Social Animals, and also a couple of series like Mercy Street, where he played Dr. Jed Foster. He was in a series musical Rise, where he played Lou, or Mr. Mazu. As of 2020, the latest from Josh Radnor is his appearance on the new Amazon video series, The Hunters, where he portrays a character of Lonnie Flash. The series is about a group of Nazi hunters in New York City during the late 70s. Although Josh Radnor has enjoyed being on the How I Met Your Mother show, he has moved on from it, and he wishes the fans would too. In an interview with GQ, he said, "People still come up to me and say, 'I just watched the series for the 8th time, all the way through,' and I'm like, that's way too much. You have gotta move on." According to him, he has appeared on so many other remarkable projects, but people do not seem to get past Ted Mosby. Aside from The Hunters, Radnor doesn't seem to have any major TV or movie projects coming up, but you can look out for his band music. Up next is Cobie Smulders. Cobie, who played as Robin Scherbatsky, was a TV journalist and, let's not forget, a teenage pop star known as Robin Sparkles. Before her role in How I Met Your Mother, Smulders had appeared in a couple of series like Jeremiah, Veritas the Quest, Smallville, and The L Word. However, she got her breakout role as Robin on How I Met Your Mother. Her role on the show didn't stop her from taking on other projects. While the show was ongoing, Smulders appeared in other movies including Grassroots, Safe Haven, Delivery Man, and The Lego Movie. Aside from having a notable role on the show, Smulders was also seen in several MCU blockbusters. She portrayed the role of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Maria Hill in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where she appeared in the following movies: Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Avengers, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and Spider-Man Far From Home. Smulders also took on roles with DC when she reprised her role as Wonder Woman by lending her voice to the Lego Movie 2, the second part. She's also starred in a couple of TV series, including Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events, where she's reunited with co-star Neil Patrick Harris, and she's acted as Mrs. Quagmire, and she played the role of Lisa Turner on Friends from college. Unfortunately, after the show ran for 2 seasons on Netflix, it was canceled. She's also set to be on the 5th season of Arrested Development. In August of 2020, a movie titled Cicada, which Smulders starred in, was released. Also in 2020, Smulders took to her Instagram page to release a new update on Robin Sparkles' biggest hit, Let's Go to the Mall. The updated track was titled Let's All Stay at Home, and it has some new lyrics from Thomas and Bays. The song was released to encourage people to donate to charity during the global health situation. Up next, we have Neil Patrick Harris. Without Barney, the gang would have been super boring, but most importantly, without Neil Patrick Harris, there would have been no Barney. So thanks to him, Harris's career began in the 80s. Long before he appeared on How I Met Your Mother, his breakout role was the popular character on the ABC series Doogie Howser MD, which ran for 4 seasons. He also acted on other TV shows before the sitcom, including Blossom, Roseanne, Quantum Leap, Joan of Arc, Will and Grace, and Law and Order. Harris had a couple of films too, including Starship Troopers, Undercover Brother, and Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. While playing his role on How I Met Your Mother, Harris didn't slow down on taking projects either. He worked on The Smurfs, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Family Guy, Glee, and Adventure Time. He also hosted a couple of award shows at the time. After the show ended, he appeared in 2 major movies, A Million Ways to Die in the West and Gone Girl. We have seen seen Harris on TV and film, but did you know he also plays roles in theater? He has been seen on several theater projects including The Rent, The Paris Letter, A Snow White Christmas, and Hedwig and the Angry Inch, where he has played as Hedwig at the Belasco Theater. This act fetched him a Tony Award. Harris's most recent works include his role as Count Olaf in Netflix's series A Series of Unfortunate Events, a part in Downsizing, and Mystery Science Theater 3000. In 2020, Harris appeared in a couple of episodes on some TV shows like Home Movie, The Princess Bride, where he acted as Wesley in the episode Life is Pain, and Chopped in the episode Fine Dinner Dining. Harris seems to be all booked for 2021, as he has a couple of upcoming movies and TV series. He is set to star alongside Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss in the upcoming 4th Matrix. He will also be playing Bill LaCoin in Spinning Gold, which also stars Samuel L. Jackson, Jeremy Jordan, and Jason Derulo. For his next upcoming TV show, he'll be portraying the character of Henry Coltrane in It's a Sin. The man sure knows how to keep busy on the screens. Up next is Lily Hannigan, who also plays the role of Lily Aldrin, also known as Lilypad by her dearly beloved Marshall. Hannigan began her career in the 80s, and she appeared in some minor roles before she booked the role of Lily in 2005. She also had her regular role as Willow in Buffy the Vampire Slayer from 1997 to 2003, and she had also appeared in a couple of movies like American Pie and its 2 sequels, where she acted as Michelle. However, her biggest role to date remains her role as Lily on the show. While the show was ongoing, she worked on shows like The Simpsons, Robot Chicken, American Dad, and Veronica Mars, where she acted as Trina Eccles. Though the roles may not have been as big, she got to act in films like Farce of the Penguins and Love, Wedding, Marriage, and The Date Movie. After How I Met Your Mother ended, life had to keep going, and so did Hannigan. She got a role on a sitcom, More Time with Family, and she really wanted to play the part. In an interview with Variety, she said, quote, "I was fully prepared to take a break until I read the scripts, and it was too good to pass up." The network passed on the show, and it was quite a disappointment for her. She went on to TV shows and spent some time on shows like The First Wives Club, Man of the House, and Fancy Nancy. Most recently, Hannigan portrayed the role of Dr. Ann Possible in the film adaptation of Disney Channel's Kim Possible. He was Kim's mom, who was also a brain surgeon in the film. She also starred in a Canadian drama, Pure, where she played the role of Esther Dunkel. She has a couple of 2020 projects, like the film 53 Days, The Abduction of Mary Stauffer, where she plays as Mary Stauffer. Hannigan will also appear in a Disney Plus 2021 movie called Flora and Ulysses, which will also star Ben Schwartz, Matilda Lawler, Benjamin Evans, and Danny Pudi. Next up is Jason Segel. He plays the role of Marshall Eriksen. Segel began his career when he was 18 years old, and his breakout role was as Nick Annapolis in Freaks and Geeks. According to the creators of How I Met Your Mother, they knew he was right for the role of Marshall when they recognized him from Freaks and Geeks. The series also opened doors for him in Undeclared, where Judd Apatow got him to play a part, and got some minor roles in CSI and Alias just before getting cast on How I Met Your Mother. During the years of playing Marshall, Segel was busy with dozens of other movies like Forgetting Sarah Marshall and The 5-Year Engagement. He wrote both scripts. Apparently, these movies were only a stepping stone to Segel's movie star fame. He got to appear on other hit movies like Bad Teacher, I Love You Man, and Despicable Me. Segel moved from just reading scripts to actually writing scripts and producing them. He co-wrote and executive produced The Muppets, which was equally a hit. Segel made a return to TV in 2020 with the AMC anthology series Dispatchers from Elsewhere. Not only is he the lead actor in the show, but he also created the show. That's a wrap for today. Thank you for watching.